Alright, what's good, everybody? I got all the time I need to make a video like this because I want to help those who want to become fluent in languages but don't think it's possible. I was once one of you. I once put limiting caps on what I thought I could do when it came to languages. And what I'm going to show you is something I figured out in my mid-20s, about 10 years ago. Completely changed the game for me. You see, when we are taught to learn languages, we are taught to do it this way. Say ein Mädchen ein, or that means this. And then I look at that, and then that means that. Okay, I got it now. No, you don't got it. Because you have to understand what this means in and of itself alone. As long as we're in the mindset of this means this, this means that, that is a comparison against what it is. And it's very difficult to reach understanding by constantly comparing. There are no exact translations. Things are 100% what they are, and everything after that, you have a degrading effect. So I didn't learn my second language successfully until I was about 25. And what I'm about to show you is the mindset that I got into. I discarded the idea that any language can be compared with another one and be fully understood. You know, you can be functional, you can be proficient, but you will never have full understanding. And I'm sorry, I love to read too much, I love to listen too much, I love to eat too much to be in a quasi-fluent situation. And what I'm going to show you is how to push yourself past that phase. What I learned to do was fully embrace the language for what it was, right? So that is, you don't even care about what the words mean in any other language. In fact, you're not even looking for meaning at all. Because in order for your mind to fully absorb the language, you have to be able to physically perform the language as if it were your native one. And that takes a form of exercise to pull off. And this exercise, I didn't get it from a book. I didn't get it from a YouTube video. And I didn't get it from anything like that. What I got it from was, I was just playing around in Pal Talk because I was working on Spanish. And that was this guy from Argentina now, but when he spoke English, he had a zero Argentinian accent. He had 100% American accent. And I asked him how he pulled that off. And he told me what he had done. And I, you know me, I just take things and I run over the top with it because it made so much sense. And this was at the time the internet wasn't around as big as it was, So I had to go to the music store and buy music and take the lyrics out of the sleeve of the cover and work it this way. But I'm going to show you what to do. See, nowadays when I read German, and I don't even speak German, nor do I study it, but the hard part is already out of the way. I can go, sah ein Mädchen ein Röslein stehen, blutte dort in lichten Höhen, sprach sie ihren Liebsten an, ob er es ihr steigen kann. Sie will es und so ist es fein, so wach es und so wird es immer sein. Sie will es und so ist der Brau, was sie will, bekommt sie auch. So, my mind can already process German, which means that if I were to study it, I would be in full absorption mode. That's the phase that I do first on every language now, because I've become native level fluent in almost every language that I've done this with. And I've struggled with languages that I learned linearly, the way we're taught. So I'm going to share this with you guys, right? Let me cue it up. What you want to do is put on a pair of headphones, and you want the singer's voice and your voice. You want your voice to be slightly more audible than the singer's, or even equal with it. Because what you're trying to do is match not in exactness, but in tone and in rhythm, the singer of that song you're listening to. And it's more effective if you pick a song that you actually enjoy listening to. But if you don't enjoy listening to it, you're listening to it enough and you do this exercise enough, you will come to enjoy it. Because enjoyment is all about exposure anyway. This just works, man. I don't know why it does, other than the mind knows how to put things together. Just like when we were children. You don't understand what your parents are saying when they use words. You don't even care about the words at all. You're just playing with the sounds. Once you have normalized the sounds, then and only then will you understand the words. So here we go. And this is for everybody who asked me about this, but here we go. Let me show you how it works. And I used to do this with this very song. And the whole album, actually I bought a lot of Rammstein albums, but ein Mädchen ein Röslein stehen, blühte dort in lichten Höhen, sprach sie ihren Liebsten ein, ob es erst ihr steigen kann. Sie will es und so ist es fein, so wag es und so wird es immer sein. Sie will es und so ist es Brauch, was sie will bekommt sie auch. Tiefer Brunnen muss man graben, wenn man klares Wasser will. Rosenwood, oh Rosenwood, tiefer Wasser, setz nicht still. Der Jüngling steigt den Berg mit Qual. Wie's aussieht, ist ihm sehr egal. Hat das Röslein nur den Sinn, bringt es seiner Liebsten hin. Sie will es und so ist es fein, so wag es und so wird es immer sein. Sie will es und so ist es Brauch, was sie will bekommt sie auch. Okay, now the goal of this game, okay, is to match rhythm, because singing is a form of speaking. In fact, the very same rhythm that you use when singing is the one that you're going to use for speaking. It's just that it's exaggerated to a degree where it stretches you. So when you come back to normal, things are just going to snap in place. You know, I was studying Vietnamese one tone at a time, and then it wasn't working at all. I switched to this way, and man, when I pick up a book and start reading Vietnamese, the tones are just there because it sounds like the way it's supposed to sound. You know, I'm going to show you another song, and I'm going to end this video. You know, this is one of the first songs I did to learn Spanish, man. You know, and, you know, native speakers tell me that my Spanish is native level. You know, they don't even believe me when I tell them I'm American, because I can go, you know, solo porque no llegué al tiempo a la cita de ayer y por ignorar tu capricho dice que ya no me quieres ver. Otra vez el mismo cuento, yo diré que me arrepiento. Tú te sintieras herida, pero me perdonarás. And as a American-born person who didn't really get good at languages till his mid-20s, this ain't supposed to happen per se. But children don't learn because of their age. They learn because of their mentality, you see. I'm not even telling you to believe me. I want you to experience this, you know. It's the only way you'll understand anyway. Understanding comes to those who take the risk to go and experience it. And there's nothing to risk. Just grab you some songs, sit down, and start yapping. But have a standard of accuracy, and you will pull it off. Let's try this song now. I'm passionate about it because I can't do anything but other than encourage you to experience this shit. But once you do, it's a wrap. You know, once you do. Here we go. Solo porque no llegué a tiempo a la cita de ayer, por ignorar a tus caprichos, dices que ya no me quieres ver. Otra vez el mismo cuento, yo diré que me arrepiento. Tú te fingirás herida, pero me perdonarás. Nos amamos tanto que lo nuestro no puede acabar. Tú rompiendo mis defectos y yo luchando por cambiar. Estoy hecho a tu medida, le has dado luz a mi vida. Nuestro amor es tan perfecto que no puede terminar. Si tú no puedes vivir un día entero sin mí, yo sufro muerte mental, sin ti no puedo pensar. De vez en cuando es normal el discutir o pelear, pero acabamos firmando la paz en la intimidad. Tú necesitas de mí, yo no respiro sin ti. Nacimos tal para cual, no lo podemos negar. Somos dos locos de atar que buscan la oscuridad, y amanecemos rendidos, cansados de tanto amar. Somos mitad y mitad. Man, the internet makes this stuff too easy. You can find the songs and lyrics now, without too much trouble. So this exercise is extremely effective. It only works if you do it. And I just thought I would share a little nugget, because I will never not study a language this way ever again. I almost quit on Vietnamese, and one night somebody just came into my life and told me, look, this is how I learned how to read. I watched my dad sing karaoke, and that just threw me right back into this mode. And 6 months later, I'm conversing. I can have full-blown conversations in Vietnamese, and I'm able to absorb every piece of literature that I'm able to put my eyes on. So the learning materials that were difficult are now easy, because physically I am past the hardest part of learning any language. And I just have to keep sharing this until people get it. Until the next video.